So welcome to the second episode of my looksmaxing journey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, let's get into the second episode. So as I said in my previous video, we'll be tackling fitness and nutrition in this episode. And we'll be seeing how fitness and nutrition, optimizing that, can actually benefit us in the long run with looksmaxing. And literally nobody can deny the fact that having a nice body, which directly correlates with having a nice face, literally doesn't play a part in looks maxing. So as I said in my previous video, I've been lifting weights for about 6 years, and I've been pretty consistent. But the thing is, I don't have a nice physique yet because the muscle that I built is all underneath the fat. So it needs to be revealed, so I need to lose the fat first. I put on a decent amount of muscle mass, but as I said, like, it's not showing because it's underneath the fat. And for you beginners out there, I'll put up a photo of myself right now of what I look like when I first started training, so my first year of training. So I'll put that up right now. And I'm sure that there's some of you guys out there like that are the same as me, that have been lifting for a while and have gained a decent amount of muscle mass. But the thing is, we can't show it. I mean, it's showing, but the thing is, there's no definition and things like that because it's all underneath the fat. And I'm sure that you guys, some of you can relate because some of you are overweight as well, even though you didn't have any muscle mass. I'm sure you can relate the same way to me as well. We all know that you get the best out of looks maxing when you are at a low body fat percentage and you're muscular as well. The clothes just fit snug on you. Your arms, like your sleeves, fill out and things like that. Your face will literally look so chiseled and you'd have the sharpest jawline. But it's not true for some people. Obviously, it's true for most people. Some people, it's genetic predisposition and things like that. So from a young age, they probably didn't have the greatest tongue posture and things like that. So their face might be a little bit droopy and things like that. So for some people, it's like that. But for most people, your jaw would look really chiseled. So obviously, we have our end goal of looking like Greek gods and literally the highest level, achieving the highest level of looks maxing. And I think I have a little bit of authority. You might not think that that's possible, but it really is. At least I think it is possible. Um, but I think I have a little bit of authority in this space because I've done fitness for a while. Maybe not nutrition as much, like incorporating that as much, but like in terms of fitness, in terms of training, I think I have like a little bit of knowledge in that. And the advice that I'm about to give you guys is only in terms of fitness and not nutrition. So only in terms of training and not nutrition because I don't have much experience in terms of nutrition except for little bits here and there. So literally in terms of fitness, bro, just pick a workout split. If it's like push pull legs, if it works for you. Um, if it's a bro split, which is what I do, and I've been doing for like 6 years, so that works for me the best. And literally stuck to it for like 3 years straight without changing anything, only progressively overloading. So and you'll get so far, bro. Trust me. What I did in 6 years, bro, you can do in 3 years, bro. Like honestly, like you can achieve that. And in terms of nutrition, like that's why I'm making this series. I'm making this channel to document my journey through learning nutrition. And well, nutrition is like a small part of it, a small part of looks maxing, but nutrition is a key component of it. So I'm gonna develop my understanding of it and literally just teach you guys as well as I go along. But it wouldn't be detailed in this episode itself because this is more about fitness and not nutrition. So in terms of the training, bro, just increase the intensity of it. Literally like every week when you go into the gym, like literally like just increase the weight, increase the reps, increase the weight or increase the reps or increase the sets or increase the time under tension that you keep yourself under when you're doing an exercise. That's what I've seen works best for me, and like that's like literally progressive overload. So once you do that and you eat like a good amount of protein, which I'll get to the next point, which is that um, you're gonna literally just grow, bro. You're gonna explode, honestly. Like that's what's worked for me. So I'm just letting you guys know. So in terms of nutrition, bro, like the only thing that I did was eat as much protein as I could. I couldn't afford fucking protein powder back in the day, so I would just eat as much meat and eggs that I could find, literally just lying around in the house. And the protein timing is especially important straight after a workout because your glycogen stores are depleted and your body is literally depleted. So it needs energy and it needs protein to build the muscles back up. So you literally need like a lot of protein. You might not need as much as you think you need. All these fitness gurus and like fitness YouTubers say that you need so much protein, bro, but you literally need like 150 grams, 170 grams, not like 250 or something like that. So for most people, like stick to around like 150 to like 170, and you should be good. And that's literally how I gained muscle. Like I just progressively overloaded and literally just ate a lot of protein. But I don't know that much about nutrition, so that's why I ended up a little bit overweight, which is why I'm doing this looks maxing journey and bringing you guys along with me so that we can all learn and literally level up, bro. So I think I will split this video into two parts. So this part will be just fitness, as in like just training, and the next part will be nutrition. So I'll give you another tip that literally changed everything for me when I approach my exercises and when I approach my training. So literally, if you want to grow your smaller muscle groups, just up the volume, and if you want to grow your bigger muscle groups, literally just up the weight and like lower the volume. So what do I mean by when I say volume? When I say volume, I literally means increasing the reps and increasing the sets, but mainly increasing the reps. So when I say go for volume to target your small muscle groups, I literally mean increase the amount of reps that you do for each set. So like say you do 4 sets. 4 is like the minimum that you can do. Oh, you can do 3 as well, but stick to 4. If you do 4 sets, then you increase the reps starting from 15 to 35. Just start from 15 and go up to 35. If you're reverse pyramiding, go from 35 to 15. So if you're doing it for bigger muscle groups, just stick to 4 sets as well. So if you're doing bigger muscle groups and you're targeting your chest, back, and your legs, which are your bigger muscle groups, just stick to going heavy. So literally just start from a weight and literally go up to like from 6 reps to 12 reps, but increase the weight like significantly. So you must be asking what the small muscle groups are. Obviously that these are like your biceps, your triceps, and your abs, and the rest is the ones that I mentioned before, like your back, your chest, and your legs. Those are the bigger muscle groups. So stick to higher weight and lower reps on bigger muscle groups, and higher reps and lower weight on small muscle groups. So that's like to summarize everything. So just stick to that and you're gonna grow, bro. So I totally know that there's gonna be other people that have different views to this, different YouTubers or whatever, that have different views saying that you have to go higher in weight and smaller muscle groups as well. But so be it. I mean, I'm just telling you guys what's worked for me and what I've seen has worked for other people as well, like my friends and stuff. I'll put them onto my routine and like what I do. So, and they've grown a ton as well. And I know that I'm not an expert in any way. I have a lot to learn still, even after 6 years of training, which is why I'm doing this looks maxing journey. I literally have so much to improve, like my body fat and my skincare routine and a lot more than that. But I've grown a considerable amount of muscle in the last 6 years, and I think I have a little bit of authority in this space. And that's like the end goal, is to grow muscle. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you grow muscle other than doing steroids, if you gain muscle and a certain routine works out for you, and that's what you do, you know what I mean? And people like to overcomplicate things when they're not that complicated, so they have an excuse to not do it. Literally like me overcomplicating like a skincare routine so I don't have to get one, which I have to get one, because I'm doing this looks maxing journey and it's for me. Like I have to improve, obviously. And I know that in this episode I haven't done much growing, or like much teaching, as in like much research, because I'm already telling you guys what I know. So in the next episode, hopefully I can bring in some new information and teach you guys a lot more as well. So, and you guys probably can see a lot more difference in my face, probably not, because it's going to be in another few days. But see, in a few months, bro, you're gonna see a change. And yes, the saying is true. 80% of the battle is won if you take nutrition into consideration and you literally do nutrition right, and you dedicate 20% to training and 80% to nutrition, and you're gonna come out the other end literally shredded and looking like a Greek god. I will let you guys know what my game plan is for nutrition in the next episode. So until then, peace out.